Hey guys, welcome back. BGCKR here, and this is another one of our weekly wrap-ups.
Yeah, so first up, we've got, after a few weeks of not much happening, we've actually got some interesting action on WWE Immortals.
Yeah, so there's going to be new gear. It's not quite out yet, but there's going to be some new season rewards, online play exclusives, which is what you see right now, the Battleground 2015 gear and the Battleground 2015 ticket.
Yeah, and the exclusive gears have been a bit of a mixed bag. Some were meh, but some were really good.
Like game-changing.
Yeah, so if previous exclusive are any indication, this 4-star gear won't be available again. So grab them while you can. You've got one more day to try to score into the top 5%.
Yeah.
Or you'll get the minimum one copy of the 4-star Battleground 2015 gear.
Yeah, and for us that's kind of the mentality. Completion isn't even as important. The game isn't even as important just as the completion of having it, because it would be so crappy if you decided you wanted to play it and then you missed out on it now.
Alright, so what else is interesting actually?
Is the new 4-star gear that's available. So this is a chairman suit now, but it starts out as Vince's microphone. So, as you can see on this, the 80% damage boost is good, but there's a lot of just basic damage boost attacks.
Although that's higher, I think, than any other ones for basic damage boost.
Yeah, but the real key is the one on the bottom that you see with the 66.7% adrenaline to start. And what that is it's very specific, but it's just over 66.6, which is 2/3. So if you got 3 specials unlocked, that's 2 power bars.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's, in Injustice, the best is 1 power bar, right?
Yeah, so that's really, really good.
Yeah. And so the other thing is there's a chance for draining on the combo ender. That's a huge amount of drain, actually. And
yeah, 1 entire bar.
But you can't really rely on it. It's not like, say, Rouse of Gold, where if you have combo ender, you don't drain as much, but you're draining consistently every time.
So you got a just over 1 in 5 chance to drain a bar on a combo ender.
Alright.
And, oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. I think you were about to mention.
Yeah, there's also still another week of the current Bray Wyatt challenge, so you can still finish that up now if you've been a little bit like us. We've been a little lax in playing this.
Actually, you know what? That's a reset. I can show you what he looks like. He's, that's actually the other thing, is that this is confirming that the challenge reset works.
There we go, so that's the...
Oops, I was going to hit his passive.
So he revives up to 3 times, comes back with 25% less health, deals more damage. So, yeah, actually...
It's Containment Suit Doomsday.
Yeah, it's Containment Suit Doomsday. The first time he revives with more health, but then the third time he revives, he got less health, so it balances itself out.
Yeah, so instead of coming back with 50 every time, he comes out with 75, and then 50, and then I guess 25, right?
I think that's actually kind of cool, though, because it seems more of a logical progression, and it makes a little bit more sense, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
And just one sort of side note, I mean, because stuff is happening, we tend to play more of a particular game when there's events, and playing online for this season's rewards, the new powerhouse team that we seem to be facing a lot is Enlightened Big Show combined with Lumberjack Big Show, so the 2 gold Big Shows, and almost anybody else.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is because of the regen, so Enlightened Big Show regens huge, and he boosts his teammates' regen when they're off. It's actually possible to lose against them if you're not careful, and they definitely draw out battles for a lot longer than they used to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, Immortals, lots of good stuff happening. You've got less than a day now to get the season online exclusive gears.
And now we're going to go to the game that maybe has a little bit less stuff even pretty recently, but to us is a little bit more interesting. We're going to move into Mortal Kombat X, and we're probably going to cut through the transition just so you don't have to wait through. Okay, and so the new stuff in Mortal Kombat X is there's still 7 days, 20 hours from the time filming this, so when we upload it, you're going to have just over 1 week. You're going to have 7 days left to get Liu Kang. And there's not a huge rush because it's Mortal Kombat. There's only standard difficulty right now. Technically, it's not even standard. It's just there's only 1 level to complete. And so it should be easy if you've got, like, even good silver characters, maybe a couple of golds, it'll be pretty easy to complete before the time's up. And so one thing that's changed a lot in this game, which isn't quite new, but it's still relatively new, is the introduction of the equipment pack. So the problem that we're seeing with this is that before, the season rewards were actually really important because there was no other way to get good equipment and there was no other way to get really good stuff.
Well, technically that's not entirely true. You get in the combat packs, but the drop rate for the rare equipment was so low that it effectively becomes not any other way, and it was actually worthwhile spending a huge amount of time fighting in faction wars to try to get the rare gear as your reward.
I guess what I meant is there's no consistent way because it would just minuscule amounts of kind of crappy gear, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And so, like, as we're showing you right now, or as we just did, we're seeing the lowest totals ever for getting in the top 1 and 2%. The interest in online rewards has really dropped pretty fast.
Yeah, no, I know that I mentioned last time that we probably wouldn't bother with the rewards because now it's basically like, oh, what did we get in our equipment pack? That's what the rewards have come to, but since we're here anyways, might as well. Alright, so we'll take the faction first.
And you guys should keep your eyes peeled because even though the equipment is no longer interesting, we're going to be doing a combat pack opening relatively soon using our secondary Mortal Kombat account.
Alright, so these we don't care about. They're the uncommon gear. We've got them maxed out. They were pretty easy to max out with the card packs. And now we come to, because we're top 2% only, oh, Shaolin Bow, nice. Crit chance, and we're hoping to get the fusion damage boost with bleed or poison. That's perfect for him. He causes bleed on his second special. Or at least Shaolin.
So there are still some good stuff to get out of it now. It's just that in the future we're not going to be doing this as much, depending on, because you can't see it here, but from farming the amount we have over 2 million of the coins right now. So we're probably going to be spending a fair amount of that on gear packs pretty soon.
What's funny is that the main impetus for us doing this was that, the season rewards were actually kind of exciting.
Yeah.
And they didn't seem to justify its own video, so we did this whole collection of stuff, different things, none of which warranted their own videos, and put it together to something to do once a week.
But now the season rewards aren't as important anymore.
Alright, so now we're going to switch over to Injustice.
Yeah. Okay, and so this was kind of a great opportunity. We just opened it up and found this pack greeting us. So this is another opportunity for you to do the buy any character glitch, where you can get anybody that you already have one copy of, and you can buy them by using a glitch with the notification.
Right, so watch, there's that other video, the thumbnail is of Cassandra King back row, because basically, if you've got one copy of her or Ares, even though they're exclusive season online rewards, this glitch will allow you to buy them directly. It's working now, and now the other conditions met. You've got the pop-up with something that takes you directly to the store. You've got Regime Hawk Girl Challenge, which is still current, and both of those conditions are what you need to be able to buy an extra character.
Yeah, so if you want that, definitely that'd be cool.
Alright, so going right back to Injustice, which is our first love. This is what got us started on the whole trio of NetherRealm mobile games.
Yeah, and so I guess the biggest news is that the last of the new 4-star, which evolve into 5-star gears, that you get through online play finally dropped last week. So as you can, is it last week? Yeah, last week.
Yeah, Cloak of Destiny.
Yeah, so this is really good. If you've been watching our videos, you'll see that we've been having a ton of fun using the Iva Stick and the Cloak of Destiny. The Gauntlets of Azrael don't really lend itself to the way we play, where we play like hard and fast, right? Where this is a more slow kind of healing game and max health game for people who maybe don't have much other gear or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen some comments dissing one or the other of the new gears, and I gotta tell you, they are, even though Gauntlets of Azrael isn't our favorite of the three, they all have abilities that are either not available or unequaled by any of the 4-star gears. They definitely deserve their 5-star ranking.
Yeah, like for some of this stuff, you'd really, if you wanted the kind of effects that you get with the Gauntlets of Azrael, you'd almost need to put together an entire set of gear to provide the same effects and just go along with whatever the secondary effects that happen to come with it, right? Like, it's definitely a really good gear. It's just not really a good gear for us.
Right. So out of our two favorites of the new ones, it's hard to decide which of the Ibis Stick or Cloak of Destiny are better on offense. So the Ibis Stick is the great equalizer. So the weaker your character is, and the stronger your opponent is, the bigger difference it will make.
Because the damage over time added on special, the fire damage, is 10% of their health, no matter what their health is like.
Right, so 10% of your opponent. So watch our Abuse Boss AO Batman videos. Where we have Bronze Regime Catwoman and Silver Regime Nightwing. They each have their own video knocking 251,000 health Boss AO Batman out with nobody else doing any damage.
Yeah, and for the Silver one, he's the only one doing anything. No one else is even in. And for Bronze Catwoman, she's the only one attacking, but we have a tank soaking up the damage.
Right. Now, so that's the Ibis Stick. On the other hand, the Cloak of Destiny can make certain strong characters, not everybody, but certain strong characters even more powerful.
Yeah.
So that you might want to watch when it wasn't really so much a demonstration as our sort of experimentation with Batgirl, where her special one with the first part stunning. So all you need to do is get it unblocked. It's pretty easy to get over 100,000 worth of damage on just her first special.
Yeah. So the Cloak of Destiny is, I think, better than the Ibis Stick on certain characters. But if you're just putting it on anybody, I think the Ibis Stick just in general, as just a kind of any character, one gear slot, is probably the Ibis Stick is probably more generally useful.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
So the last one here, we've got the Gauntlets of Azrael is more of a defensive weapon with the health boost and the health recovery, in this case life drain, for the entire team, right? So you're on a combo ender, life drain means that the damage that you deal, you recover that as health for yourself.
So basically, put it on Nightwing, and he becomes a pretty effective team healer.
Yeah.
Or anybody with a 2-hit combo ender, or anybody who's just really powerful.
Yeah, so and it's a great option when you're setting up your defensive team, because defense is a different approach than offense. You're not necessarily going for fast, and because the AI is relatively stupid, there's a good chance that your other guys will take damage, and when this guy comes in, whoever's holding the Gauntlets of Azrael, they're gonna be helping your team out.
Yeah, they're not just gonna be using swipes and juggling and stuff, so they will be varying their attacks, which means you will be getting in the swipe combo enders.
And just a reminder too, there's still plenty of time, almost 2 weeks left in the Regime Hawkgirl challenge, so make sure you take the opportunity to get her. And the challenge reset still works for her too.
So
if you're wondering.
That's cool. Yeah. There's been a lot of new stuff recently across all the games.
Yeah. So it's looking really good. At this point, it's almost not enough time to play everything.
Yeah, and I'm glad they seem to be dedicated to continuing the support for these games.
Yeah, that's one thing I never understood. I'm hanging around on the forums sometimes, and I see all the complaints of, oh, this game is dead, or this game... I think that the developers have been doing a pretty good job of adding new content all the time.
Yeah.
And especially on Injustice, with these new gears, it's changed the makeup. It's actually made playing Injustice a lot more exciting and fun again, almost like when we started.
Mm-hmm. And I think, really, there's only so much you can do to keep a game alive. A game like this, if you really like it the way we do for completionism, and just really for the joy of getting everything and just playing a ton and really getting into it, then the game won't die as long as they keep on doing challenges and every once in a while giving us new characters and new gear and stuff. And there's only so much they can do. They're giving a lot of content to whoever wants the content, and I think anybody who thinks the game is dead would have gotten bored of the game after a certain point anyways, and there's really nothing that Warner Bros. Could have done.
Yeah, because it's been, I guess, more than a year, maybe a year and like 4 months. 5 months.
Even longer
that
for
we've been
iOS,
playing.
right?
You know that we've been playing.
Yeah.
And it's still pretty fresh. I like it. I'm actually quite impressed by what they've done.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We're hopefully having a Mortal Kombat pack opening video in the near future.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that in the first 5 minutes.
Very good.
See you guys next time.